Voters have spoken, and Measure B is now officially the new law of the land. So for the first time in a century, homeowners in the city of San Diego will have to start paying for trash pickup. Joining us now to talk more about this is Reform California Chairman Carl DeMaio. Hi, Carl. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Logan, we don't like the outcome of this Measure B vote, and we don't think it was a fair fight with the ballot title. But I'll tell you right now, if politicians think they can impose this double fee for trash pickup in the city of San Diego, the garbage tax, the fight is still on, and we've not given up the fight against this unfair and costly tax hike.
Why do you call it a double fee?
It's a double fee because we already pay our property taxes, and that includes a charge for solid waste or trash collection. In 1919, again in 1981 and in 1986, voters in San Diego voted to have an earmark of existing property tax revenues go to provide trash services. So the idea that we're getting free trash services has been untrue. So now there's going to be a $700, give or take, annual assessment for every homeowner in the city of San Diego for an additional tax on garbage. And the way that the politicians got this approved is they didn't put a ballot title on the ballot that was honest. They just simply said related to solid waste management, and they simply described it as an administrative measure to allow the city to, quote, recover its costs for solid waste management. Well, what people weren't told is that the people who are going to be recovered from are the homeowners. And so this is very frustrating to see, once again, city politicians manipulating, lying, deceiving the voters. But at the end of the day, those homeowners are going to have to write a check to the city politicians. And so I think those homeowners are going to be very upset when they finally get forced to pay the bill.
So I was just reading Measure B is expected to generate as much as $100 million a year in new revenue. I wonder if that is why some people voted in favor of it. And I wonder if maybe some condo owners and people who rent apartments thought, well, if I have to pay for this, so should a homeowner. What do you think?
No, the reason why people voted for it is they did mailers. The campaign that the politicians bankrolled with the government union money, they did mailers to voters where they basically said that if you voted for Measure B, you'd get a free trash bin. Seriously. They said B for bins. Measure B equals free bins at no charge to you. Well, the bin they claim is no charge. I don't see any language in Measure B that actually will back that up. But what they didn't tell you is that you're still going to be charged $700 per year in a garbage tax. Again, there's no better way, Logan, to describe the City Hall environment right now. The mayor and the city council, they're liars, cheats, and thieves. They thieved their way into passage of a tax. And the reality is, once that tax is levied, I think a lot of people are going to be very upset. And it's our job to channel that anger at people like Todd Gloria and the city council members who were part of this scheme. And hopefully voters will punish them in future elections.
Yeah. Well, I know you were working on a lot of different things before the election. What's happening now with you and your organization as we look forward here?
No rest for the weary. Back in August, we submitted, in August, we submitted 1.4 million signatures on a ballot measure statewide called the California Taxpayer Protection Initiative. And we expect to hear whether we qualify. We believe we will qualify. And that will restore a 2/3 vote on all tax increases in the state of California. It makes it harder for politicians to do what they just did with Measure B. So we're not giving up. We're going to continue the fight. We have to take back this state.
And what's the website, Carl, if people want to learn more about your organization?
Just go to reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org.
Carl DeMaio for us. Thanks, Carl.
Thanks so much.
Yep.